So obviously the big story of the night for you, at least personally, was the fact that, the touchdown, sure-handed drop, but then you came back and made obviously a beautiful catch and run for 74 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did that do for you confidence-wise?
Well, after that drop, I immediately thought about my teammates, I thought about my coaches, thought about my family, because individually I'm very hard on myself. So when that happened, I felt like I let a lot of people down. And just the whole time after that, I was just thinking I got to get it back. So somehow, some way, I was just, forced to get it back. Eventually I did that, which built definitely a lot of confidence for me. But also I think I showed a lot of character, just having a drop and not getting down on myself, and just being able to, make an impact in the game after it.
So the ball comes flying your way then, and you catch it and you start running up the sideline. What's going through your mind at that point?
Yeah.
Are you thinking 6, or are you at least thinking, hey,
yeah.
Let's turn this into a little bit of something?
Well, after every catch I have, I'm always anticipating, the score, no matter where it is. But particularly that play, I caught the ball, turned up and always count on. I just seen him, had the corner sealed off, and, after that, I just seen green grass, so I knew it was, touchdown.
It was all good after that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Parris, last year against Oklahoma, Noah obviously had the breakout game. You have to score a lot of points, probably.
Yeah, for sure. Well, our approach to this game is it's the biggest game this year that we're going to play. It's a big-time opponent, top 10 matchup. Chip on their shoulder just from last year's game, but nobody thinks about last year. It's all about right now. In the current moment, and we're going to prepare just like we prepare for any other week. But it's definitely a big-time game.
Parris, they threw a lot of places you were 7-8 guys are dropping into coverage. Was that good preparation, do you think, for the rest of the season for what you guys are seeing?
Yeah, I honestly think that we're going to definitely see a lot of that. But we prepare for that, week in, week out. So whatever we see is what we're going to prepare for. So I think that was good to see it in that moment, to see how we dealt with it, and if it comes up, further notice, we'll know how to handle it.
What stands out to you about Oklahoma's defense, what they did to challenge you guys?
Well, number one that stands out, they have a lot of guys returning. I think that their defense has definitely improved just from last year, from when we played them, because, they won the next, 10 games or whatever it was. But I think one thing we can do is, base their performance of last year, of this year, because, like I said, they're going to come here with a chip on their shoulder, and they're definitely a much improved team.
You guys feel, as a receiving group, as an offense, I guess, pressure to the points given their potent offense? Do you have to keep that in mind, I guess?
Yeah. I don't really say we feel pressured, but every time we step on the field, there's a standard, an obligation that we have to hold up. It's Ohio State. The standard is elite. So if we go out on the field and don't have an elite performance, then that makes us look bad. But we always have a standard to hold up, no matter who the opponent is.
I'm not sure this was kind of a statement game going down there. Obviously, it's almost time, but still a top 10 matchup.
Yeah.
Is this another chance to make a statement for the 2017 team?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's the biggest game we have, coming up, and yeah, it's a top 10 matchup. And like I said, they're going to come in with a chip on their shoulder. It's a great Oklahoma team coming into our house. It's as big as it can be. College game day is going to be there. It's a big stage. Bright lights come on. We have to perform.
Parris, you were running back from high school. You obviously managed on the passes you caught here, time that making that transition. Are there still times that you feel like an ex-running back, or how long did it take you to feel like a receiver on the ball, catching the ball naturally is something that this is something I do?
Well, I feel like myself, my ball skills have been night and day from what they were when I got here. But it's always room for improvement, and I work every day at that. That's something I never get complacent with, and it's something I feel like I can always get better with.
When you watched the tape of the drop on Saturday, what did you see that you did wrong?
Yeah. Well, the way I tried to catch it first was really dumb. I honestly don't even know what I was doing. Why I tried to catch it like that. Over the shoulder, because I couldn't see the ball all the way into my hands. I should have just framed it, But it's a mistake I made, and it's a mistake I'm going to fix.
Parris, I know a lot's been made by the deep ball.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel that you could consistently create an explosive passing offense without hitting that? If you are hitting you and guys like KJ on those crosses where you just get the ball and run, can a team find the success you guys hope to have by relying on that kind of explosive offense as much as just targeting?
I think most definitely. I think a big thing for us is, just executing whatever play is called, no matter if it's a deep ball, no matter if it's a cross route, shallow route, whatever. I think the mentality and the anticipation in our room needs to be every time we touch the ball, we have to make a play, no matter what it is. But I definitely think that can be, a part of our game that we can turn into a big time impact.
I think you and KJ crossed on that underneath on the ball, Johnny Dixon. You turned it burned on. On a play like that, what's the first thought in your mind? I don't want to run into my teammate crossing the field.
Yeah.
What do you have to keep in mind while you're coming across the field against Parris? Because there's defenders standing there.
Well, that play is just set up. It's a mesh concept.
Yeah.
So we try to get one guy a pick instead of pick for another guy. But I don't know. I guess the mentality for us is just full speed whatever we do at all times. So,
Parris, as I rewatched the game on the other night, there was a moment where the TV announcer said the receivers were apologizing to JT on the sideline for not getting open in the second quarter. Is that accurate? And if so, what motivates that sort of sideline discussion?
I don't think we were apologizing for getting open, but I think it was more of we were motivating each other just because that first half was obviously very slow. Like we had a lot of kinks to wear out, but I think it was just a lot of motivation on the sideline. Saying that we needed to get into a rhythm, we needed to pick it up. We needed to come together as a team. And, we need that a spark on the field right now, but because we didn't have it, so I don't think it was apologizing.
Indiana's coach Tom Allen was talking after the game. He talked about how they dropped 8 because they wanted to get you guys moving, et cetera, because Ohio State had an inaccurate quarterback. What is your take on JT and his accuracy, et cetera? I mean, where would you put him in that realm?
Well, personally to me, JT is the best quarterback in the nation. And I did hear the coach say that it was inaccurate. I don't necessarily agree with that. Because this is a guy that I'm practicing with, 4 times a week, and then I'm going to a game. I have the utmost confidence in JT. He has the utmost confidence in himself. He has the utmost confidence in his team, and I think he's a hell of a quarterback.
And what stands out about him, especially going into big games? Because you've been around him going into big games the last several years. What is he all about on a week like this?
Yeah. Well, on a week like this, JT's leadership is next level. He's the quarterback of the offense, but his leadership goes a long way. He's always making sure guys are where they're supposed to be. What we're doing, he's making sure everything's set. So I think his leadership, his qualities, they stand out on weeks like this because we need it. And that's what he does.
2 more questions.
Parris, is there any motivation factor when you hear, another coach say that about your quarterback to kind of propel you guys to want to do better as the weeks, in the season wear on, or is it just business as usual?
I think it's just business. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter where you at, it's always going to be someone else, an outsider, looking in on us. But we try to, eliminate and just ignore all the opinions that people, just the opinions that people have, because internally, we are what we are. We do what we do, so we don't pay attention to stuff like that.
He said he doesn't necessarily have a chip on his shoulder, but he was kind of under-recruited. He's got coaches saying what Coach Allen said about him now. Does he have a chip on his shoulder? Like in a good way. I'm not talking about.
Honestly, I don't think he does. I just think JT just every time he steps on the field, he just goes to work. Like I said, he's one of the best leaders on our team, and I honestly don't think he has a chip. I just think when he's JT Bear, he just does what he does.
Thanks, Parris.